The outreach center to me is two things. A lot of people in this area do not realize how bad the economy is. I have a lot of customers that are school teachers, so I hear firsthand about the children that live below the poverty level, and the children that they're being raised by grandparents, or their parents have lost their jobs. Their grandmother was employed at a company for 35 years and she's lost her job. This area used to have so much industry. We manufactured so many different things. Anyone could find a job. And it's very sad, the turn that the economy has taken. And in that downward turn, the outreach center to me is hope, because it doesn't matter if a person is 60 and has lost a long-time job, or if a person is 16 and just decided to drop out of school. They have their hope in the outreach center. It's more than just the food distribution. It's the fact that that person can get a better education. They can find help through counseling. They can find any type of material thing that they may need through the outreach center. So it offers hope in many different ways to lots of different peoples, regardless of their age or their setting. The second thing that the outreach center is to someone like myself, who I've been in business 48 years, this community has blessed me and been very supportive of my business. And in doing that, I feel that each one of us has a God-given call to help others. We are commanded to love God and to love others. And in loving others, we give a little bit back to the outreach center. The outreach center is going to multiply that, take that and use it to help many different people. So to me, it's hope to the person that needs the hope, but it's also a way of giving back for someone like myself that has received a blessing. So that to me is what the outreach center is. I was not aware of this, but they will take anything. It doesn't matter if it's a metal cabinet, an old lawnmower, or a coat. They will take it and use it in some way to help someone, whether it's scrapping it for salvage and selling it to someone else just to get the money to further their program. There's nothing that you couldn't take down there that they wouldn't need. So whether I can make a donation, a monetary donation to the outreach center, or whether I can just get a coat out of my closet, I know that it will be put to use. I pulled up at the outreach center last fall to drop off some of my grandchildren's clothing. I had cleaned out their closet. I was going to drop off some clothing. And I parked at the curb. I didn't park in a space. I parked at the curb. I ran my items in really quick. I came back. I noticed there was a young girl standing there. She must have been in her mid to late 20s. She was wearing bedroom shoes, a thin pair of pants. It looked like pajamas, actually, no coat. And she was eating a bag of potato chips that she had obviously went into the food area at the outreach center and had picked up. Someone had given her that. And she had a little bag with some other little food items in it, but she was standing there munching on those potato chips. When I got back in my car, I heard this voice in my head that said, "What are you thinking?" So I parked my car, got out, I went up to her and I said, "Do you have a coat?" She said, "No." I said, "Would you like to go inside and get a coat?" She said, "Yes." We went inside. There were not many coats at all on the rack. I was absolutely appalled at the lack of coats, and then I realized a lot of people must have come in and gotten coats. So we finally found a coat that she liked. It was a man's coat, and it was a little bit big, and she said she could wear it with a sweater over the top of it. So I paid, the coat was $4. So as I paid for the coat, she and I were going out to the car, and she said, "Ma'am, thank you." She said, "I live in Hickory and I spent the night here with friends last night. And it got really bad during the night." She said there was a lot of drinking and it got really rough and I had to leave and I just left with these clothes. She was there just for the night and got into a bad situation and somehow found her way to the outreach center to get a bag of chips and a coat. And that to me is just amazing. And I just felt like, I didn't have to drop my things off that day. They were just children's clothes. I could have dropped them off the next day, or maybe I could have been an hour later dropping them off. But as God would have it, I dropped them off just at the time she was standing there and able to buy her a $4 coat and get her warm until she could get back to that place, gather her belongings, and get back to Hickory. And to me, that's just amazing, the way God orchestrates the way the things at the outreach center work. It's all part of His plan, and He puts it puts something on a mind of a person like myself to just take a few things over there. But another thing that we did that was highly successful, we partnered with the Anchor Club at Liberty Middle School. It's a service project for them. And so I contacted their advisor. She gave the information to the girls. You would not believe the coats, sweaters, jackets, and blankets that those teenage girls brought in here for donations to the Outreach Center. And of course, we gave them a free gift to bring the product, the items in. But a lot of girls did not come for that reason. They came because they wanted to help. Young people will reach out and help other people. We hear so many bad stories about young people, but young people have a heart to give if they have the opportunity. And then we partnered with them to do a food drive, and the same thing, they brought cans and cans and cans of food good items in here for us to give to the Outreach Center. And of course, we made that open to our customers as well. So both of those events were very successful. The girls got to do their service project, and we got to help the Outreach Center, but everyone was blessed through that. It was a tremendous outreach for us. There's many ways you can give. It doesn't have to always be monetary, although I know the monetary need is huge. Also, one way that I feel truly blessed is, if I have a coat I haven't worn for a couple years, somebody at the Outreach Center can use that coat. If you have furniture, I take a lot of items to the New to You. I clean out my grandchildren's closets on a daily, weekly basis. But anything they're not wearing that's still wearable, I take to the Outreach Center. I have items right now in the back of my car, especially items like bedding for twin beds for children. I take any kind of decorations, household items that I'm not using, anything. The clothing is always welcome, but also anything else. And one of the girls that works for me has actually purchased furniture there. She got some beautiful furniture from the Outreach Center. But there's all kinds of needs, whether it's large items. I even asked Holly, I had a mattress that we had not used, and Holly said they could not sell the mattress, but they could donate the mattress. So there are no items that they will not take. There's nothing that they would turn down. So I always think of them first when I have something that I'm not using.